Welcome to Blazing Balls, Tuesday, February 17th, 2026, where we blaze through today's other sports ball topics. And as always, God stays with the humble and help us out by smashing that subscribe button and like button. So, right now, the Olympics are happening live in Italy. And the middle count right now is Norway has 30, 13 gold, 8 silver, 9 bronze. And Italy is second with 24, with 9 gold, 4 silver, 11 bronze. And Team USA is in third with 20, with 6 gold, 9 silver, and 5 bronze.
Go USA.
Yes, go USA. And so, on the PGA Tour, before we go into the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, the Phoenix Open was won by Gotterup, and that went down to a playoff between Matsuyama, and Gotterup hits a gnarly, really good shot at the end there to win, so that was pretty legendary.
Matsuyama hit it in the water. That was it. First extra hole.
Yeah, and I feel bad for Matsuyama because there was two times on the previous 2 holes there was like someone in the crowd yelled something before he was teeing off, and that's not supposed to happen in golf.
Oh,
You got the bad end on that.
yeah.
And then the other one, the next hole, this is right before the playoff, someone dropped a chair, and that also paused him from doing the tee off that he was about to do. So that was I just kind of felt bad for him, but you have to play through that, but it also shouldn't happen at that stage.
Yeah, it's definitely a distraction. It made it more difficult. There's a lot of pressure at the end like that, so it's just magnified.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not even sure what happened with the first guy. Like, did he do something? I wonder if there was repercussions for that, basically, on whatever happened.
Probably not.
Yeah. Who knows?
Loud. I'm actually surprised that doesn't happen more often, but that's, if it's done purposely, that's unacceptable behavior for the fan.
Yep. Yeah, it's up there. It's not as bad as that person in the Ryder Cup who was the DJ saying F Rory. That was the worst thing in golf.
Yeah.
Well, probably the worst thing in golf was Scotty Scheffler getting arrested for no reason.
That's yeah, that wasn't right.
Yeah, that gave every golf fan PTSD for Scotty Scheffler.
But I think that made Scotty even play better.
Yeah, maybe. Also, I do highly recommend watching Happy Gilmore 2, but there was a funny joke about that too, basically, in it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Here, spoiler alert, but he's basically do you want me to say it or no?
Yeah, definitely.
I kind of forget exactly how it goes, but he's playing in this tournament with Adam Sandler, and he does something and he gets arrested in the middle of the play, and he's just oh no, not again.
Okay.
It's just ridiculous.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, well, that's fun about it. It's all right.
Yeah. They were acting like he's been a hardcore criminal this whole time.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Okay, good. I gotta watch.
Oh, yep. It's on Netflix.
Hey, the Super Bowl was good.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Super Bowl, I picked Seattle, and I thought they would ground and pound with the running game. And I'm looking at Walker's stats. It was 135 yards on 27 carries. He won the game. It was a great win for the Seattle Seahawks. They ran the ball super well. They played great defense. Darnold was 19 for 38, and he had 202 yards and a touchdown. So he had a good game also. So Seattle stepped up big. They proved they were the best team, and congratulations to the Seahawks and to my old boss, Lieutenant Donald Smith at the University of Texas, who was raised in Washington State, and he's a big fan for the Seattle Seahawks. Good job, Lieutenant Smith.
Yep, congrats to the Seahawks. It was fun as a retired offensive lineman to see Walker ground and pound and get the MVP, first running back, and I believe it's about like 2 decades to win the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
And he just played amazing. And
the first carry, he runs around the end and gets 9 yards. I mean, he was amazing. I knew that he was going to have a good game from the first play of the game on the ground for the Hawks.
Yep. Yeah, I like how we both called the Hawks with the ground and pound, and it was super defensive game.
Right. You picked under, and I picked the over, though. It was 47, and you picked the under. You were correct on both bets, Mr. Colby. Good job.
Yep.
Yep.
And both defenses showed up and showed out, but the Seahawks D-line was just insane.
They were outstanding. Man, they really hurt the O-line.
Mm-hmm.
They pushed the O-line right back.
Yep.
And it was all day long. It was the whole game they were doing it. So it was pretty amazing power play for the Hawks defensive line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then that eventually led into the fourth quarter, and then since the Pats O-line wasn't doing good this whole time, they were just gassed at that point. So then basically there was no protection in the fourth quarter, which is how they won at the very end.
Good win.
Yeah.
On the other side, Drake Mays was 27 completions at 43 attempts for 295 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. And I would say that Cooper Kupp for the Hawks had 6 receptions for 61 yards, and Mac Hollins had 4 receptions and 78 yards for the Patriots. So who's gonna make the Super Bowl next year, Mr. Colby?
Oh, we'll definitely dive into that question. I'll ponder it here.
Yeah, I think we got to draft in April and see who we get drafted for the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield.
Yep. Yeah, I thought May did all right, but he had having no protection, that was kind of like the best he could have done, basically.
He got sacked 7 times, and he was getting hit every play. So, I mean, hats off to the Seattle Seahawks defense. Big deal.
They're calling it the Seattle dark side.
Wow.
And I believe his last name was Milton, but he was a rookie. My favorite play probably in the whole game was he just bulldozed his lineman that was trying to block him right into Drake May and sacked them.
Yep.
It was that's insanity.
That was in the first quarter. So that's tempo for the whole game because they were just pushing back the O-line.
Yep.
For power bull rushes.
Yeah, and 7 sacks was tied for the record for most in the Super Bowl. So it was just incredible.
I think it was an easy win for the Seahawks. They played a better game. They were a better team. They proved they were the Super Bowl champs, and that was their second win in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Trophies.
Yeah, and people are saying like, "Oh, it was a blowout," but like my thing is like the whole game, it was like just even at near the end, it was like a two possession game the whole time. So the Pats could have won. They just had no protection. Everyone was just gassed on.
Yep.
And they had no running game too. So then it was just all on Drake May, basically.
All right.
Well, you can't do that.
After in April, and we'll go from there, Mr. Colby.
Yeah, but also probably my favorite stat, though, there's a lot of them. Just this is just mind blowing. But the Seahawks GM is the first GM to win 2 separate Super Bowls with a complete different team and head coach.
Yes, outstanding.
And I remember we were on here talking about, dude, they fired Pete Carroll some years ago, and I was like, this is a mistake by the Seahawks. Like, Pete Carroll is still good.
Yeah.
And then I was gassed when he becomes a Raider. But no, Pete Carroll wasn't good with the Raiders. He's fired now. And McDonald is now a Super Bowl champion, defensive-minded one, which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, Pete Carroll was a great coach, but I think, he had to retire. You when you're 80.
Yeah.
It's too stressful. It's just, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so back to the who's going to be in the Super Bowl next year. The talk is now, are we having a Seahawks dynasty?
No, the Giants have a new coach, and the Giants with Harbaugh are going to be in the playoffs next year. I'm calling it right now.
No. Okay, see, this is the bad Giants mentality of just going for the playoffs. You got to go for the Super Bowl.
We got the coach. We got the coach we needed. Thank God. He's going to be like Fat Tuna, Bill Parcells.
There we go.
Yep, he's going to win too.
Yeah, but the Seahawks definitely could be in the Super Bowl again. I think there's like talk. Basically, Walker, he's like up in the air on his contract. So I feel like the Seahawks have to keep him because he's
they have to
Super Bowl MVP. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
They're going to keep him. Don't worry. They're not going to let him go. If he goes anywhere, I sure hope he goes to the Giants.
To the Bucks. Over to the Bucks.
To the Bucks to help Baker Mayfield. There you go.
Yeah.
I was looking at the University of Texas baseball team, Mr. Colby, and they started their season with 3 wins over the University of California Davies. They won 3 games in a row, 12-2, 6-4, and 9-1. UT Longhorns, Hook 'em Horns, they're off to a great start in their baseball season this year, hoping they make it to the Omaha World Series Classic.
Yep. Yeah, that's exciting. For the past few days, there's been the St. Peter, Clearwater, Florida.
Yeah.
Softball Invitational, Shriners Classic. And that's been really fun to watch. And the softball teams are looking good already.
Yeah, UT women's softball team's outstanding. They're going to be definitely in the playoffs, just like last year.
Yep. We'll see what happens. And yeah, number 1 ranked right now is Texas Tech. They have that $1 million pitcher, Kennedy. And dude, she was even playing first base too. So that's incredible. And yeah, she's a senior, so they're the ones to knock off. At the very end, Nebraska did beat them. Mm-hmm. So a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
And so
I was looking at the Yankees schedule. Yankees are playing Baltimore first on February 20th. That's where the preseason's starting.
There we go. Well, first is the World Baseball Classic in March coming up. But yeah, spring training is happening right now in Florida.
Yeah.
I saw someone got injured already in that spring training, so can't be letting that happen.
No, hope they get better.
Mm-hmm. There was some other Super Bowl thoughts I had, so hopefully they come back. But what's making the news rounds though in the NFL right now on the very slow off season now? We have Max Crosby. He's on this interview, and because the talk is people want him off the Raiders because he's so good, and Max Crosby is just on the podcast. He's just dropping F-bombs, being like, I don't give a fuck about anything else but ball. And people are trying to like decipher this, but it's just exactly like how a baller should be. He does. It feels like he doesn't care if he's on the Raiders or any team. Like he's just gonna try to win with any team, and I think he believes he can with the Raiders. So that's interesting.
That's the way it's supposed to be. Good.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Bombs. You shouldn't say all the F bombs. That's not good for kids.
true.
Yeah.
And okay, I remember the football talk Super Bowl talk I was thinking of.
Hmm?
So on the Rich Eisen show some days ago, he was alluding that Walker, he was basically getting all of these advertising offers for doing stuff, and he's basically declining them. And Rich Eisen was saying, hopefully he takes them, but I kind of love it. It kind of makes me think of like old school running backs that want nothing to do with the media and everything, like Barry Sanders or Marshawn Lynch, just going to press conferences being like, "I'm only here not to be fined."
Right. That's right. I appreciate all that, and I think Walker is a very nice young man, and shout out to him. He's an outstanding person. He's the real deal, and the Seattle Seahawks are really lucky to have him and the Super Bowl championship based on his effort in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he also does that without Charbonnet, which they were like the duo because Charbonnet was injured for the whole Super Bowl.
He carried the team. The other running back, Holani, had 2 carries. That was it. So I mean, he carried the ball 27 times. He carried the Super Bowl on his back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, and I just also love this might be my favorite Disney World commercial one, when they like have like, "Do you wish upon a star?" and they have them, say, "We're going to Disneyland or Disney World after the Super Bowl." That commercial. The one for this year, they have Sam Darnold and Walker, and they're just like yelling like, "We're going to Disneyland!" It just cracks me up because they're just so hyped. And yeah, it was just really good to see Sam Darnold win the Super Bowl when he's the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl after 5 teams, I believe it was. And
Jets, and it was bad. I mean, he really struggled in the beginning.
Yeah, with the Jets.
Outstanding.
Yeah, getting creamed with the no Jets O-line and being like, "I'm seeing ghosts." Like everyone even was just like, "Oh, this guy stinks," basically.
Right. So the Jets were actually worse than the Giants.
Yeah, the Jets are.
Yeah,
they were only better for a glimpse when they had Aaron Rodgers, and then they messed up and booted him off.
He got hurt. He got the tear, and that finished him.
Yep, and he might be back too. So hopefully he does.
I hope so.
Yeah. I feel like, he definitely wants to win it before retiring. So he's probably thinking like, crap, like I gotta, at the very end, he was like wanting it to be done, but he lost. So I think he's like, I have to get that bad taste out of my mouth and go win the Super Bowl.
Well, it'll be interesting, but I'm rooting for him all the way. I'm rooting for all the old guys.
Yep. And yeah, it was also good to see Cooper Kupp too to win a Super Bowl after being tossed away from the Rams too.
Yep. Good play.
Yep.
It was a great game to watch. It was fun.
Yep. So I like the let's see here. We'll come back to it, but I like the Bucks being in the Super Bowl and the Seahawks.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's possible, depending on the sides here, but I'm being biased because I'm a Bucks fan too.
Yeah.
I think we can do it. But that Sam Darnold winning the Super Bowl gives me hope for Baker, because it's like, if Sam Darnold can do it, Baker can do it. They were both drafted in the same draft class. Baker was number 1. Sam Darnold was later. But yeah, it gives me hope, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep. So they're on First Take today. They were discussing NBA talk, and Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, gets the MVP of the NBA All-Star game. And they ask him, basically, are you the face of the league? And he's like, if it leads to that, And they were discussing, like, why don't NBA players not want to be the face of the league? And basically they were saying, if they are, then they're in everybody's business, and you have to want to win, basically. And something that they didn't bring up, which I agree with, but something they didn't bring up too, is I feel like you have to be humble, and you can't crown yourself on that one.
Definitely.
Because if you're not, then people, I feel like, aren't gonna like that, basically.
Yeah, you don't need any arrogance. Just win.
Yeah, and I feel like it also like puts a target on your back then, because then people are like they want to beat the face of the NBA then.
Definitely.
But it also comes down to there's like so many good players in the league right now. Like Ant-Man, sure, Wemby could also be the face of the league. Then you got like Steph, then you got LeBron, who's been LeBron's really the face because he's been the face since they were saying whenever he got drafted so long ago, and it kind of makes sense.
It's got to be somebody new, like Cooper Flag.
Definitely, it can be, but it's like it kind of like I don't think there like ever can be a face because they're all so good.
Well, Jordan. So that it did happen.
Michael Jordan, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Michael Jordan won the Daytona 500. He owns 4 cars.
Yeah.
At Toyotas, and he won.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. And back to the PGA Tour. So yeah, Phoenix Open we talked about, and then on Sunday it was the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am ending. Purse is 20 milli, and Morikawa wins with a -22.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting because he comes back from the Live tournament.
Yep.
Comes in and wins pretty fast. So it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Good competition.
Mm-hmm.
Good play. Congratulations. And it's great that golf is starting up. That's great. Love it.
Yep. And to MLB talk, we do have breaking news today. Tony Clark, who is the head of the MLB PA, he is stepping down. And so that's pretty interesting. He's held it since 2013. And so according to this article, USA Today by Gabe Lacquis and Bob Nightingale, it does say, but his reign has not been without conflict. The MLBPA remains under federal investigation due to its role in One Team Partners, a licensing company co-owned with the NFLPA and 3 other sports unions. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get more information on this, but this sounds like the tip of the iceberg here.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But it might have been like they were paying players when they shouldn't have. Maybe we'll see what they say. And there's also an MLB lockout looming too.
Oh, I hope. No, don't do that.
Yeah, no. And I didn't realize I learned on this article though, it was saying in 1994 there was a lockout that did eventually cancel the World Series.
Yeah.
Which that just blows my mind. That just sounds so sickening.
Yeah. No, baseball players should never go on strike. They get paid too much money.
Mm-hmm.
I love baseball. Don't get me wrong. I've been a baseball fan for 65 years. When I was 5, I became a Yankees fan when my dad took me to the game when they played the Boston Red Sox in the Bronx. So, but they should never go on strike. They're the luckiest people on the planet. Okay. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, but a major talking point in it is going to be the salary cap, which players don't want. And I'm kind of for not having a salary cap because I like the idea of players getting record-breaking contracts. But I guess there's people that do want it. So this might be the main division.
Because it hurts the small cities.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati Reds. How can they against the Dodgers and the Yankees? They can't really.
Yeah, because the Dodgers get Tucker, and they can do that because there is no salary cap, and they win. So then they get more money. They can pay more players.
They're better now than they were last year. They're going to repeat. Who's going to stop them? I mean, the Yankees might. I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, but then it does create this crazy gap.
Yep.
But I think that just in competition doesn't matter. Like you just have to beat them. Just find a way to win, which is what I'm hoping is going to happen. But it definitely feels like it makes a David and Goliath kind of scenario.
Possibilities are slim, but they can still do it.
Yeah, and
it will happen again.
Yeah, I mean, heck, like the Blue Jays went 7 games and almost won.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens. I even picked the Blue Jays, and I was flip-flopping with the Dodgers and the Blue Jays, and you picked the Dodgers. I was like, I'm going to pick Blue Jays, so we have it even, and it could happen. But I was kind of feeling Dodgers.
Well, 2 years in a row, I had the Dodgers to win the National League. 2 years in a row. So I got that side of the equation correct.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Yankees failed twice. So, they got there 2 years ago and lost. And the Dodgers were a better team. So that's what happens. They had the better pitching, for sure. Their pitching is incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely. Well, is there any other sports ball topics you want to go over?
That's a wrap for me, Mr. Kolb.
Yep. And so we will catch y'all when the World Baseball Classic starts. But if we do feel like talking about the Olympics in a little bit, then we're not going to limit ourselves to not talking about the Olympics.
Go
other sports. Yep. So we'll catch y'all next time here, and peace.
Blazing Sports.